Interesting, man. Now, also in other interviews, you've talked about the fact that you have a close proximity or a close relationship with Gyro City. How did that develop?
Shit, like I said, when bro went back in, like, in Indiana and shit, and bro go back to his hood shit, basically, like, that where he from, but what, like, there's people at and shit, and niggas at that time, shit, that's when we locked in, like I said, so around, like, 2011, so I've been, also like 2011, so I ain't from Joe, but, you know, I folks that we got locked in for a bit, you know, so that's why a lot of people, like I said, like the gang page, shit like that, they got a lot of me Jono have my name and shit. That's because I've been locked in and been around real numbers, faces, like niggas that made a difference in this shit, and I've been around. So that's why people put that shit on you know. That's gang on the.
Okay, now here's a question: what's the difference between Gyro and 63rd?
Gyro and 63rd, I wouldn't say that's no difference, but if you saying like STL and Gyro shit, it's really shit the blocks. So that's really the difference, but shit is just like it's all the same neighborhood though. The same block names, like the same. So it ain't really no difference, but just shit the levels. That's it.
Now during your time being locked up, were you able to view and see all the things that were going on in the drill culture as it moved on?
Shit, not for real, but you know, we had shit like Kite Magazine. We had times we could listen to music, but we can't really see nothing that's going on, you know? Not for real.
Because all of these names that you mentioned, like all these cities or all these parts of your section, became very famous because of a lot of rap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of drill rap that was being laid down out there, man. Now, does that have any type of effect on those cats inside?
Hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So it's like, you know, some niggas be fanned out, some niggas be chasing that shit. That's all I'm saying, you know? It's all, I think, on the individual and shit. So, you know, like I said, like, if you a face, you know, yeah, don't treat you different than that. I ain't gonna lie.
And that makes sense. And that kind of mirrors what a lot of other people have said as well, who have done some time or was doing time during all this Chicago drill rap, you know, blowing up. Now, at the time, in the beginning, since we're kind of talking about, you know, the start of things,
right?
Did you guys see where Chicago rap was going to be or how the drill culture would go up because of what Chief Keef was doing?
Yeah, what Keef was doing, but at the same time, you got to understand shit. Like, what Keef doing, what folks up doing, either go down, I got no deal at the time, talking about Duck Billionaire, Lil J, with Jojo and Lil Mission, like what folks up doing on the news at the same time, they started some whole other shit, like, just the shit that impacted the whole world and culture of music, like our type of music, like that drill shit. So the shit that was going on, like it really gets history unfolding in front of your eyes. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie, that shit changed the game though. So it's like, yeah, I was seeing that shit like firsthand. Like that shit, like it changed. It was crazy. I seen, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I seen, yeah, see this shit going like this photo, you know. It was just really like how long it was gonna take for the money part to start making sense. Like I said, they had to know the ride, and just the money part had to make sense for a lot of people seeing this shit coming up.
Now, what's crazy is you talked about something that's a really good point. Like you had Chief Keef and them blowing up, and he's doing his thing on a national level, but he's kind of taken away from the Chicago drill scene. Like he's like implanted in LA, like they immediately, like in a hurry almost, rushed him out. But at the same time, a lot of real street things are going on back in Chicago that kind of were ignited by some of his raps in the back and forth, right? You had Lil Jojo pass away and whatnot. Right, during that time, what were you thinking? Like when the Lil Jojo situation happened?
Shit. It was crazy shit, because I thought Shorty was gonna be like one of the first so like, not particularly outside, but like with the BK move that gonna get to the dope. Like Shorty had a lot of talent, like he was a real star at a young age. So yeah, you know, that shit was crazy though, seeing that shit unfold like that. And Shorty built his life at a young age and shit. And the national impact that he with the head and shit, like I said, Shorty was gifted. So it was just unfortunate.
Yeah, it was a crazy time because that story made national news as well. You know, his mom was on the news talking, you know, to a lot of different places about what went down. So it's like, man, it really put a spotlight on how real Chicago drill music is. And weirdly enough, all of that commotion, all the things that are going down, led to where Chicago drill rap is now. You know what I'm saying? To where you have guys like Lil Durk and King Von and FBG Duck. That's a good example too, where, you know, they took it to where it's a whole nother level. You know what I mean?
Right,
and,
right.
you know, Durk obviously took it to a crazy level as well.
Right. For sure.
Now, at that time, were you seeing Lil Durk out there in the streets or any of those guys? Because it was a lot of back and forth.
No, I would never say Durk outside. Me personally, yeah, nah. Like, I wouldn't run into him.
Okay, nah, that makes sense. Now, here's another crazy question that's going to come out of left field. You know what I'm saying? Now, FYB, is it mostly made up of BDs or GDs? How does that work?
Say, man, I was the only BD at FYB.
Interesting, man. But
we gangsters.
But he still. You said what?
We gangsters though. Yeah, we gangsters though. Say, man, we're the only BD. We gangsters though.
How does that happen though? It's confusing to people on the outside, but I know that you guys are almost kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So with J Man, he's just the one, you know, he just decided to join up with y'all?
Yeah, for sure. Like, just to break that shit all down, yeah, he the only one though, you know. But that ain't like to say, like it don't matter, like, cause it's like the guys, the other guys, like Java, all of them ain't these, you know. So it ain't even like, bro, GD really know GD BD shit for real. Really, like, that's why I said the reggae really ain't even no gang banging shit. It be hood banging. That's what the work for.
Okay, nah, that makes sense. It's more of a neighborhood type of thing as opposed to, like, you know, what color rag or flag or whatever. I'm not saying you guys are flagging still. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the, you know, but nah, that'll clear it up for a lot of people though, because, you know, we hear from like earlier you used the term, and I don't use this disrespectfully. Like, I'm not saying this, so if anybody hears witty, I ain't begging. You know what I'm saying? But you said the BDK movement. You know what I'm saying? It's weird because J-Man, he's obviously a BD. Well, he's been known as a BD, right?
Right, for sure.
So, but he was still pushing that. So how does that work?
Are you talking about how he was BDK at the same time?
Yeah, exactly.
I was getting that. Like I said, so it was there where he is from, you know. But so he's getting that BDK, you know, like. I ain't the wolf man. He pushing wolves.
Yeah, he's pushing cereal, man, for like $100 a box or something crazy like that, right?
Yeah, for sure.